Hey, it's Stephanie Ferrara, your Empowered Creativity Coach. As a Christ-centered business branding coach, I help women in the early stages of their business to develop strong foundations for a thriving, God-driven business. Is that you? I hope it is, because today's show is just for you.
Do you know how when you decide, I know I need to go live, or I need to do a video for my Facebook group, for my Facebook page, that there's that little voice inside of you that says, careful, stop, don't do it. Wait for perfection. You don't have all your stuff together. You haven't put your makeup on. Your hair's not great. Whatever, right? You start having all these negative thoughts that prevent you, and then all of a sudden you realize it's been 30 minutes. Now it's time for your next meeting, and you missed your window of opportunity to go ahead and do that video for your group, for your people, for your followers, whether that's putting it on YouTube, putting it out on your Facebook page or on IGTV, wherever it is that you put your video. It could even be like recording a particular video for your course. And, I say this because I'm guilty of it. I've done it many times, realized that I have missed my opportunity, that window that I had scheduled to do video, and I've found all the excuses why I couldn't do it. So I decided today I'm doing this video from my car, because sometimes you just take the opportunities you can. I'm sitting outside my chiropractor's office waiting for my appointment, and I thought, you know what? I've got 10 minutes. I actually got here early somehow through some rush hour traffic and rain, and I got here early. But as I was driving here, I was thinking about a conversation that I had the other day with one of my clients, and we were talking about video. We were talking about just getting on, doing it. I talk a lot in my group and to my people about doing it scared. You're not going to feel like, oh, I'm so ready. You're not. You are just not, especially early on. I mean, I've been doing video frequently. I'm going to say frequently, at least weekly, a little bit more sometimes, a little bit less sometimes, but on average, doing some kind of video every week since last fall. So for about a year. And I had done some video prior to that too, but not consistently. And so now, I feel a little more comfortable, but even now I can still have those moments when it's I don't have my eyebrows on, or, or, I don't have that thought fully formed yet. But I know I need to do a video about it. I know I need to share this information, share this thought. And so one of the things, though, that I force myself to do is just go ahead and turn the camera on and go and do it. And sometimes I do it live, especially if I am a little bit more hesitant. I'll just go ahead and do it live, because then I'm stuck. I've done it. Y'all been notified. I've gone live. This one I've recorded just because I'm going to put it on a couple different places, and so I wanted to record it. But one of the things that I was talking to my client about the other day was, how so often what the big thing that trips us up and keeps you from, really keeps us from going on camera and going ahead, in your head, you've got to do it. You've got to put your face out there. You've got to put your thoughts out there. Share what you've got. I mean, you've got such amazing information. You've got such amazing knowledge. You have a beautiful heart to serve your clients, and you know that you need to be out there. You know that you've got to put your face out there, right? You've got to get there. And then you go to get your phone ready, and you set it up, and you turn on the camera, and then you see yourself, right? And you realize, I'm going to look over at myself, right? You look at yourself on that little screen, and all of a sudden the insecurities fly in, and you do a few videos. Maybe you mess up a word here and there. And I won't say a few videos, I mean a few takes. You're trying to say the same thing, you're trying to do the same content, and you're 60 takes in, and you finally say, forget it, I'm not even going to do it, never mind, delete them all. Been there before too. And most of the time, Okay, I'm gonna show. So this is what would really trip me up when I was getting over this. So when I was earlier in video, and this is even a couple years ago, doing some stuff, like I'd be watching myself and I would be so super critical of myself. I'd be like, why do I frown so much? Okay, right? Like when I'm talking, I like frown. I don't know why. It's just part of my facial expressions. I make some pretty crazy faces sometimes even when I'm thinking and stuff like that. Anyway, so I would be super critical of the faces that I made while I was talking. And what's great is while I was talking to Mary, to my client, she was like, but Stephanie, that's just your character. That's your personality. It's just how you express yourself. She said, I don't see anything wrong with it, you know? And I'm like, I know there isn't anything wrong with it. It's how everybody else sees me. It's how everybody else sees you. It's just, we don't look at ourselves talking all the time, right? And so then once you put it on video, then you realize, oh, I make some really funny faces while I talk, right? And one of the things that I'm just here to encourage you about when it comes to your self-confidence on camera is everybody else around you already sees you that way, okay? They already see you and they love you and they accept you and they want to hear from you. It's just you being super critical of yourself, okay? And so what I want to challenge you on, I love giving everybody just a quick little, challenge, is to just decide that you accept yourself, that you accept the way that you look, that you accept your hair, that you accept your eyebrows, that you accept your lips or your cheeks, that you just accept yourself, your face. It's beautiful. You are beautiful. And you have a message that needs to get out to the world, and it is your time to shine through that message. And the best way to get that message out is through video on social media, so that more people, they can share it, they can hear your voice, they get to know you, they get a feeling, they get to understand your character, they get to see that emotion, and they get to see that personality through your facial expressions, through your face. And there's a huge connection, a major connection that is built when you just get on video and your followers get to see you in real life. Yesterday, I did a video in my Facebook group, my Unique and Full of Faith Facebook group. And y'all, I was like, I hadn't put makeup on. Hadn't done my hair. My hair was kind of like crazy going on over here because of what ponytails do when you move your head around. And my house was a mess, but it was just a moment. I had a moment where I was like, I want to talk to these people. I want to talk to my people, right? And I had to decide, like, well, do I do it? Or do I try to make it perfect and go put makeup on and go brush my hair? And now I decided to just turn the camera on, and I needed to walk around a little bit. I'd been sitting at my desk for a while, and so I just carried y'all with me. And I hope I didn't make anybody dizzy. But I just want to encourage you, just turn the camera on. The more you do it, the more comfortable you'll get at doing video, the more comfortable and the more accepting you'll be actually of yourself and the way you look on camera, because you'll be seeing yourself more from that different perspective. You know, we look at ourselves in the mirror when we brush our teeth and we brush our hair and we put our makeup on, or, and we get dressed and everything. We see ourselves in the mirror, but it's like short and fleeting, right? It's not out there in the world for posterity, whatever, like forever. But the more that you see yourself on camera, the more that you do video and you just go with it, leave the messed up words there. Like, don't try to be perfect, because nobody's perfect. Everybody like flubs a word here and there. And so just leave it and keep going. And you will actually draw in your ideal clients so much more by being imperfectly you, instead of trying to be most perfect. So I encourage you in that today. I would love for you to share your thoughts on video. What scares you the most when it comes to video? Is it trying to figure out what content to talk about even to your group? Is it the production of it? I mean, I'm sitting here with my iPhone rested on my steering wheel in my car, okay? It doesn't have to be major. I'm not like building my course here or anything. This is just me talking to you. And so don't look for perfection. Your message, what you have, that message is so much more important than the production value. Sound is important if we can't hear you, obviously, but like, what is it? Tell me in the comments, like, what is it that you struggle with most when it comes to going live, or not even live, just recording a video and loading it later, but doing video for your business. What is it that you struggle with? Tell me below.